Most people think of Maine as one place: lobster, lighthouses, the way life should be. But if you've spent any real time here, you already know that is not the whole story. There are two completely different Maines, and which one you end up in will determine your cost of living, your commute, your lifestyle, and honestly, whether you actually love it here or feel like you landed in the wrong place. I've helped hundreds of people relocate to this state, and the single biggest mistake I see is treating Maine like one market. It's not, and by the end of this video, you'll know exactly which Maine is right for you. To start, let's talk about what makes Maine so different and why this matters if you're thinking about moving here. Real quick, just let me introduce myself. My name's Cam Avery. I'm a local resident and real estate agent. If you're thinking about moving to Maine, make sure to subscribe and download our free relocation guide. Most people researching a move to Maine treat the whole state like one destination. They see low population density, scenic, four seasons, and assume they understand exactly what they're signing up for, but they don't, because southern Maine and northern Maine are just not the same place. Southern Maine, Portland, Scarborough, Kennebunk, York has craft breweries, walkable downtowns, farm-to-table restaurants, and a commuter culture tied to Boston and Portsmouth. You can get a latte and a lobster roll within a 2-block walk. It has real city energy wrapped up in a coastal setting. Then you drive 2 hours north towards Augusta, Bangor, or the Western Lakes region, and you are in a completely different world. In fact, you've got snowmobile trails, hunting camps, mill towns, and neighbors whose families have worked the same land for 4 generations. The pace is slower, the priorities are different, and the community looks nothing like what you'd find down in the South. I had a couple from Connecticut who fell in love with a lake house 2 hours north. It was beautiful property. It was a great price. And then 6 months in, they called me not to say thank you, but to ask how fast that they could sell. The isolation hit them in February in a way that a weekend visit in September never prepared them for. When someone tells me they're thinking about Maine, the first question I ask is, which Maine? Because these two places will give you a fundamentally different life, and most people don't realize that until after they've already made a decision. In fact, if you read our comment section in a lot of our videos, there are people from the quote-unquote real Maine telling us that we don't actually live in Maine, we actually live in what they dub northern Massachusetts. Essentially everywhere below Portland, people that live above Portland consider northern Massachusetts. And then above Portland and beyond, that's when you start getting into the real Maine. But even then, there's more parts. You have the county, which is Aroostook County, which is way up there. And then you've got the Augusta, Bangor area. So mid-coast, western mountains, that's all what we would consider into the real Maine. Which brings us to a conversation about the most important consideration when thinking about moving anywhere, and that is the housing market. Out-of-state buyers almost always come in with a single budget and a single expectation about what Maine real estate looks like, and then they get blindsided when they realize southern Maine prices have more in common with suburban Massachusetts than they do with the rest of the state. A $500,000 budget in York County or Cumberland County gets you a solid home, but you're probably not getting a ton of acreage, you're almost certainly not on the water, and you're competing with buyers from Boston and New York who are paying all cash. That same $500,000 in mid-coast or inland Maine, you might be looking at a farmhouse, 10 acres with a barn and a pond the further you go up. Maine as a whole still has an affordable reputation, but southern Maine stopped living up to that label a few years ago, to be honest with you. And before you fall in love with a Zillow listing, you need to know which Maine you're actually shopping in. And so, again, download our free relocation guide. The link is right in the description, because your budget goes 2 completely different places depending on the answer. And so what does this mean for you? Next, let's talk about the way of life in Maine and how it differs depending on which Maine that you actually end up in. People relocating here almost always focus on the lifestyle, the scenery, the pace, the coast. What they underestimate is the practical infrastructure, and that gap can quietly wreck a relocation that looked really good on paper. Southern Maine has Maine Medical Center in Portland, an international airport, a growing remote work-friendly economy, and highway access to Boston in about 90 minutes. If you're working remotely but need to fly a few times a year, or you want top-tier medical care nearby, or your kids are in competitive sports with travel schedules, Southern Maine handles all of that without a ton of friction. Once you start going further north or inland, the trade-off gets real very fast. Internet in some places can be spotty. The nearest hospital might be 45 minutes away. The nearest full grocery store might be 30 to 45. And for some people, that's exactly the point. You're looking for total quiet, total separation from everything, and I totally get that. But for others, it just becomes a grind within around 18 months, and then by then, you're already in a house, you're in a town, trying to figure out how to undo a decision you made based on a weekend visit in October when everything looked perfect. The version of Maine that looks beautiful in a YouTube video might not be the version that works for your actual daily life. So match the region to your lifestyle requirements, not just your aesthetic ones. And this leads us on to how to avoid one of the biggest mistakes I see people make when they decide to move here. And this one is harder to put a number on, but it might be the most important factor that nobody talks about, especially if you're moving solo or relocating a family that needs to build a community from scratch. The social fabric of Southern Maine and the rest of the state are genuinely different. Southern Maine, the Seacoast corridor, Greater Portland, the York County towns has absorbed a massive wave of out-of-state over the last decade. Remote workers from Boston, New York, Connecticut, and that influx has shifted the culture. There are more newcomers, more background and diversity, more people who are in the exact same situation you're in, starting over somewhere new and looking to connect. And that can make it a lot easier to break in socially, whereas northern and rural Maine has something different. A deep, proud local culture that's genuine and warm, but it takes longer to open up to outsiders. There's actually a phrase up there for people who weren't born in Maine. They call you from away, and that's not mean-spirited for most. It's just being honest, but it does mean the integration experience is slower, and for some people that becomes isolating before it ever becomes belonging. Neither one is wrong, they're just different. But think about the community you actually need to thrive, not just the landscape that you want to look at. One where you'll make friends, you'll find your people, and feel at home matters just as much as the view from the back porch. And so here's the question worth sitting with before you do anything else. Not which town, not which price range, but which Maine. Because once you get that answer right, everything else, the budget, the lifestyle, the community, it all starts to fall into place a lot faster. If Southern Maine is where you're landing, the Seacoast, Greater Portland, York County, that's exactly what this channel was built around. We've helped hundreds of people make this move, and we've seen what goes right when people plan it well and what goes wrong when they don't. Definitely reach out today to schedule a call with us, and make sure to watch this video here going over what they don't tell you about living in Maine.